Does it ever feel like you are so close, but just not quite there to signing your next client? This episode is for you. Welcome to Embodied Entrepreneur. This podcast helps female entrepreneurs heal trauma and regulate the nervous system so that they can build a profitable, sustainable, and anxiety-free business. I'm your host, Sheridan Ruth. By the end of today's episode, you will learn the often ignored and most important part of preparing to sign more clients, the simple daily actions you cannot miss if you want to increase your income this month, and a somatic practice to prime your nervous system for more clients. So what does it mean to prime your nervous system or your body? Think of it like this. Your body gives you the emotions, sensations, energy, inspiration, vitality, and thoughts that keep it in its zone of familiarity because that's what it thinks is safe. Your body, your nervous system, and even your brain is only really concerned with keeping you in the same situation that you are in because it knows how to survive in that situation. Your brain, your body, and your nervous system perceive uncertainty as danger because it doesn't know if it can survive in uncertainty because it's uncertain. It would much rather be in familiar discomfort than unfamiliar comfort. So in order to do something new, the body needs to feel that it is relatively safe. Or it will do these sneaky little kind of sabotaging actions that keep you getting away from the thing that you want, or in other words, just keep you in the familiar discomfort of your current reality. To unpack this, go back to episode number 38, which really breaks down the way that your nervous system affects your business. So, the first thing that we need to understand when we are looking to prime your nervous system, your body to sign more clients is what triggers stress in your day-to-day life, and then practice regulating in the micro moments. Like I said, if your body thinks that something is going to create more stress for it, more responsibility, or more tension, it's going to give you the thoughts, emotions, sensations, energy, inspiration to stay away from that thing. So I want you to take a second right now to imagine that you are moving throughout your day. Where do you notice there is stress? Where do you notice that there is anxiety? Just kind of see if you can make a mental note. Maybe perhaps as you move throughout your day to day, you begin to notice, where am I tensioning in my jaw? Where am I worrying? Where am I trying to plan? Where am I feeling like I have to get things done? Where am I feeling heavy and full of shame and like something is like gone wrong? Where am I doubting myself? Where am I even just like clenching my toes and my fingers? Because if your body is in a stress response during the day and it perceives that to be too much, it's not going to feel particularly comfortable giving you the sensations, thoughts, emotions, and inspiration to bring in more work. So to recap, if you go into a flight response throughout the day, so you feel like you have to get away from things, it feels like too much, you have fear, you have anxiety, you have panic. Or if you go into a fight response during the day, you feel like you just have to get things done, you feel a little pushy, you feel like this energy of like, go, 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 I've got to get this done, or even angry and irritable. Or if you go into a freeze response throughout the day where you feel like a deer stuck in the headlights, you're in that indecision and you procrastinating and perfectionism, things feel heavy and maybe you feel a little bit depressed and a little bit down, then these are signs that your body doesn't perceive your workday as safe. And so it's going to be reluctant to inspire you and give you the information that you need to move on to the next income bracket phase, sign another client. So what you're going to do is you're going to practice regulating. So noticing those micro moments where you get stressed, and instead of just pushing through, taking a couple of moments to use a self-regulating tool, which you will find in my nervous system PDF or on my Instagram when you have a look at my reels. Use a self-regulating tool to regulate and prepare your body to be in a space of regulation and ease so that it feels safe bringing on more responsibility, and more clients. So that's the first one. The second is that you are going to want to release trauma and emotional energy that you are holding inside of your nervous system.
What does that mean?
This is Freya. You guys probably know her if you've listened to episodes before. If you're new, welcome. This is Freya. She is my little co-host that is building her business alongside you guys, alongside me, and asking the questions that you are probably already thinking. So what does this mean? Good question. Trauma and emotional energy gets kind of captured inside of the soma of the body, inside of the tissues, the fascia, and inside of the bones, and inside of the entire system of the body, including the nervous system. And this energy that gets captured in there, because it cannot be digested in the moment that it is created or the moment you experience the difficult experience, such as, I don't know, somebody criticized you, or your dad left, or your boyfriend said something about your boobs, or your ancestors were a part of a really big war even. It experienced that and it stores it in the body. And that energy kind of overloads the system and it wants to come out in different ways. It wants to come out. Your body is a self-healing organism and it wants to return to the status quo of health. So what happens is that we start to notice kind of symptoms that tell us that the system is overloaded with trauma and emotional energy. There is a long list of them. I'm literally going to tell you the first ones that I wrote down based on my client calls this week that have seemed to be the most common. The first is feeling overwhelmed. Then inner critic, perfectionism, feeling frozen or immobilized, or like a beautiful client of mine said today, like a deer stuck in the headlights. Feeling stuck, feeling like things aren't working, feeling like you cannot make decisions, feeling like you're doing something wrong, doing or saying what you think you should say. So writing posts about what you think you should say, creating business structures about what you think you should do, feeling almost irritated when you get messages from your clients. If you do not feel absolutely on top of the world every time you get a message from your client, we need to look at what you're doing. You're doing something that you don't need to be doing, because you should feel excited every single message that you get from your client, every single one. Feeling like the foot is like about to drop or something is about to go wrong. You're about to lose money or someone's going to say something, kind of waking up with anxiety maybe around something's going to go wrong. Hustling and overworking. You do not need to work. Most people don't need to work more than a couple of hours a day when you are in a service providing. When you really structure your business, you really only need to work a couple of hours a day. And if you're working more than that, or you're working to the point of exhaustion or depletion, there's a sign that there's something that is going wrong, essentially, that we need to look at that. Second guessing your decisions. Feeling more anxious when you slow down. Fear of success, avoiding success, almost like dodging around success. Worrying that your success will cause jealousy or abandonment. Fear of your intuitive gifts. That's something that I'm working through a lot right now, and I'll be maybe sharing more about later on. Or fear that your intuitive gifts or your creativity will suddenly dry up out of nowhere. So what we want to do to prime your nervous system to sign more clients is look at releasing some of the trauma and emotional energy that you are holding in the system. When we release that, what we actually do is we let it go into the earth and into the space around us. But more importantly, what we do is we take the wisdom from it and we extract the value out of that experience. We integrate it into our new reality and we walk away wiser, with more capacity for more love, more pleasure, more joy, and as it relates to this podcast episode, more clients. Number 3 is actually an embodiment practice that I'm going to take you through. This is step 1 out of a 5-step kind of somatic manifestation practice that I have, but it is better than any other traditional manifestation practice or Abraham Hicks or whatever that you've tried out there. Before we go into that, I'm just going to recap 1 and 2 really quick. So the first one is understand what triggers stress in your day and practice regulating in the micro moments. You'll have an accompanying resource in the show notes to help you with that. And 2, release trauma and emotional energy that you are holding inside of your system. Good. Okay, let's do this somatic practice. It'll take a couple of minutes. You can listen to it once if you're not ready to practice right now, and then come back to it and kind of know what you're doing a little bit better. Or you can take a couple of deep breaths straight away with me. Let's get into it and practice together. Let's take 3 deep breaths. This practice is better than any manifestation practice. You're going to visualize your goal, the thing you're working on, bring it into your mind's eye, and notice what sensations appear in your body. Hold this for a moment, getting as clear as possible. You can pause at any time if you'd like to go slower. Now let go of the visualization and focus on the sensations that you experience inside of your body. Perhaps you can increase them by about 15%. You're in control. Keeping your mind focused on the sensation, just notice what they are with curiosity. Are they comfortable? Are they uncomfortable? What do you notice? Breathing into them, see if you can just allow them to be here. Keeping your mind focused here for at least 90 seconds. Preparing your body to receive the sensations of your vision. If they are largely uncomfortable, it is a sign that we have some work to do around your vision and this step. You might pause, but if they are neutral or comfortable, my invitation to you is just breathe for 90 seconds. You'll hear my voice intermittent. You're doing really good. Stay with your breath. And still breathing, focusing on those sensations, allowing them to come into your body. And there we go. You've made it. Now you can practice that at least once a day. And as I said, this is step 1 of about 5 in my somatic manifestation practice, one that I walk myself through regularly, one that I walk all of my clients through. And as you're on this journey of becoming this embodied entrepreneur that signs many clients, the right clients, the ones that make you feel excited about checking in to work every single day with energy, with vitality, my invitation for you is to go down into the show notes and just make sure that you've checked out the episode, How Your Nervous System Affects Your Business, Polyvagal Theory, and Stress Relief Training, Part 1. Inside of this episode, I'm sharing with you a really big light bulb moment that I had where everything kind of came together for me. At the time, I was wondering what separated me from all of these people who seemed to like cracked code of business, until I had this light bulb moment and I started applying my trauma therapy training and nervous system awareness to business. In this episode, you will learn how to create sustainable income from your business, how to build a somatic game plan, a roadmap, and a structure to support an increase in income and ease, and how to spend more time taking naps, eating tacos, and laying in the sun. Yay. We cover the 4 places your nervous system influences your business income and impact, what polyvagal theory is and what it's missing, and how to start leveraging your nervous system for success today. You will find that in the links, as well as the nervous system cheat sheet PDF, which will help you identify where you are most stressed and regulate in the micro moments so you can prime your nervous system for success.